We've escaped the madhouse and we're here in Martin Oak Bradley's humble abode.
The lords of Subbuteo, some might say.
So we're in the shed, as it's better known in Derry City. And you've seen Martin give you a tour, the wee video we had on before, just how you get into Subbuteo again, how we found each other by, what was it?
Twitter, Subbuteo word.
Twitter.
Your wonderful Subbuteo creations.
Who's your dad?
Mark Farrell. Mark Farrell, wasn't it?
Mark Farrell, you were buying your dad Christmas present. I knocked on his door and he invited me in. I think it was raining or something. Come in and he had a Subbuteo table in his kitchen.
The pitch made and all.
Set up. We didn't play a game, did we?
We didn't play a game. We just had a yap about setting up a club. I was chatting about setting up a club with my brother, my uncle, and then you knew somebody that worked in
I knew the
Derry City Club, the barman, the Derry Club, which got us a venue, and snowballed from there. What we have now in front of us.
In front of us we have
rigs, pitches, teams, trophies.
A good bunch of boys, don't we? It's good crack.
Aye.
What would you say to anyone sort of? I know, speaking, a lot of my customers would play Subbuteo in their house, would play with their kids, and wouldn't really venture outside of that. Be afraid to venture away from.
No crack. Get out, get into it. Find a club, find somebody, couple of boys to play with. Doesn't matter how shite you are, how good you are. Just get out, have the crack. When we started, we were Brock.
I was shite.
Shite on the word.
I had a Zugo team that you lent me.
I had a Zugo team. All Zugo teams, useless. The boys that come up then, they play Donegal, Subbuteo, Brendan, and wee James from Strabane. We thought they were fucking superstars.
Late years ahead of us.
You know what I mean? And they were. But you know, as the years go on, the more you play, the better you get. The better you get, the more crack you have.
You definitely do.
Competition gets a bit.
You get serious then, and then you start falling out with people.
Fall out all the time. It's good that you can have the crack. The crack can be 90, but when it's on the pitch, it's all business.
We've had a few walkouts,
fallouts, hugs, kisses, make-ups. Do you know what I mean? It's sport like a fucking football. Shape of them boys. £1 million fucking game in there.
We do. We sort it out. We normally sort it out that evening or that night, or when we go home we sort it out. It always sorted. You always get it, no matter. I think it happens in every club, no matter what, whether it's Subbuteo or cycling or football. It always falls, isn't it? Everybody wants to be competitive.
Everybody gets competitive because that brings the crack. That brings the enjoyment. When there's trophies involved and there's world rankings and you get competitive with certain people.
What's your highest world ranking?
I've been 10.
10?
But now
in WASPA?
In WASPA, but now I'm 13.
Unlucky.
Or maybe 14. 13 or 14.
Say 13. It looks better 13. When you're 13.
Lucky for some.
13.
Lucky for some.
Remember we were talking about what we're going to talk about tonight, and I was saying about the time I won the first, what do we call the trophy?
Christmas Cup.
WASPA.
Our WASPA trophy. But you won the actual Christmas Cup. Is that
Old Subbuteo?
Old Subbuteo, first Christmas Cup tournament. You talk about a laugh.
The best laugh I ever had. And then we recorded it, so when we watch it back, it's actually, you must dig me out a clip.
I'll dig you out a clip
for tomorrow night.
On the page.
It is funny, and the thing I remember, we had our Christmas night out after. So I won the Christmas Cup. It was 6 in the evening. We finished. Went through to the bar. There was karaoke. We were all up singing. I think you left early enough, 9 o'clock maybe.
Me and Paddy McKeever left full and left you boys full. Sleeping on the table.
I woke up and Brendan was sitting on the other side of the table and he just acted as if everything was cool. And the week after we would get together, he says he fell asleep and woke up and I was sleeping. That's the thing about Subbuteo. It just brings everybody together, and it is the best. Honestly, if you're sitting at home and you're not in a club, go out and find a club close to you, and they're all over the country, isn't there? I mean,
they're all over. I think boys worry that clubs and competitions and it's too serious, and they don't want to get too serious, but it's as serious as you make it.
Aye, that's it.
We have I mean, we have a competition. We've a WASPA tournament every month, and it can be, sometimes it can be a bit tense, it can be serious most of the time, but it's just a crack. And even when it is serious, there's boys just having a crack. Some boys taking it serious.
Boys bring it back down.
Even the Glasgow GP,
yeah,
one of the biggest tournaments in the UK. You know, with players from big names from all over Italy, your Cha, all that crowd. You know what I mean? The boys selling all the bases, making the bases, the big names. Boys won in the World Cup, world champions over playing. The crack was 90. It was still the best of crack, and it was serious as well. You know, some of the boys were hardcore at it, but the bulk of people there were just enjoying themselves, just having the buzz, playing, and having it a big organised competition. It adds a level of fun, even date, you know.
And then it brings you find so many different friends. Like the friend group we've met now through. We held the Derry Open in 2018, the year before we had went to Wales, London Road, 2017.
London Road.
And then London Road and Glasgow, Wolverhampton all came to us.
Brilliant weekend.
I think did you go back the year after?
We went to Wolverhampton last year. It was to be Glasgow. You couldn't make it, but it was to be Glasgow this year, but
COVID.
The Rona fucked
Are we allowed to talk about COVID? No.
That's what it is. I suppose even this.
2 meters we're a meter. Socially, isn't it?
We're a meter. 2 households.
We're the same household.
Same bubble.
Same bubble.
We're bubbled.
So Martin, painting. Says we talk about a bit of painting. So I painted many a team for you.
You did.
When you first started out, and then you started getting the stuff yourself. Martin's setup behind me. Martin's setup's probably better than my setup in terms of technology, equipment, lights, magnifying glasses.
Technology is this.
Technology is that.
Is we're magnifying glass and my own glasses.
So,
but I mean,
you can make of it what you make of it. You buy what you have to get.
I could show you from the first time I painted a team. No, they were ropey. They were ropey. But then you threw me a few tips.
And hints. That's what we're trying to teach everybody what
and
to
I'm
do.
I'm quite proud of what I'm rocking at the minute.
There's nothing more satisfying.
Which is my
I always say to people, there's nothing more satisfying.
Nothing better.
Painting your own team. And
nothing better.
Other people coming along at tournaments and competitions and lifting them and saying, who painted that?
Where'd you get that?
That's class, isn't it?
So it's an added wee buzz. I mean, you can pay £60-70 for a team. You can pay a tenner for a shite team, or you can pay £15 for blank figures, blank bases, any colour style you want, and paint your own team. Whatever team you. So what's your team? Your pub team.
A pub team.
Boys with the wrong tops. Boys with beer bellies.
Just a bit of fun. Make of it what you can, and just enjoy it. And it is definitely painting your own team is the most satisfying thing you can do. So
and it's a cathartic experience. If you can get the time to yourself and a bit of space to do it in, sitting painting the team and taking your time with it, because I'm no rush to paint the team.
Nah,
definitely. I mean, what you'll paint in a day, it'll take me a month to paint, but I'm no mad rush. If I make a mistake, what do you say about making a mistake?
You just rub it out and do it again.
Rub it out and do it again. Everybody, you can make a mistake, and once you hear that, you make a mistake, rub it out, do it again.
I make mistakes all day.
You don't stop. You just keep going, and the cracks. It's just
definitely is worth doing. So anybody thinking about it or starting, don't be afraid to ask me any questions, and I'll help you out. Yeah, that's about the painting. Anything? What sort of bases are you using? Where are you buying your bases?
At the minute, I'm using the CLR Dynamics. Come from Little Plastic Man.
Good site.
Brilliant site. I mean, if you look at these, you can pick your base, and then your ring, and then I don't know what the other part of it calls. Like there's 3 parts come to the disc along with the width, and you can have any colour. Shows that box. You know. You
do, and they're not expensive. I mean, they're not £15 maybe for a set.
They're cheap. I mean, there's a Republic of Ireland who, as soon as I finished painting them, the next day they were playing the TV and they had a new rig. Love it. So there's your green, white and orange base. Do you know that you can get, and there's Belgium with the Belgian flag colours as well.
They are great. I mean, some people some people paying £60 for a set of bases. Completely fine if that's what you're into. To me, £15 plenty. They do the same job.
Depends on yourself. I have bases that cost £50 just for the bases.
And you still can only beat me by maybe 1 or 2 goals.
1 or 2. A half. You know. But then your bases, you make everybody's different. What some people like. Mark McCrossan played for a good years of a season. Won the first league we had, and he used an old pair of Zugos. Rapley Zugo bases. Never held him back. Do you know? So whatever you're used to.
Many times did he throw them players? And they never broke.
We've all thrown a player. We've all broke a ball.
So Martin, just to wrap it up, we've seen your wee video. We've had the chat about your painting, your teams. You're going to join the fantasy football, aren't you?
I'm going to join the fantasy football.
Martin hasn't a clue about
having a baldish notion.
English soccer,
football.
Or English Premier League football. So I'm talking him around it. We've got a couple of suppliers going to give us free prizes for some of the draws. So keep a wee eye out. When I get the prizes, I'll put photos up. But every month there'll be a prize of some sort for the highest point scorer for the month. So get involved. You mightn't have to know a whole lot about football, but it's a bit of cracking.
Well, let's go.
And sure, the channel, we'll talk about stuff in the channel about who's had the worst week and who's had a good week and different things, and we'll keep it all Subbuteo related, title into Subbuteo as much as we can. So,
and I like this idea of you getting out of your shit.
Have to get out of the shed someday,
going out of your shit and to somebody else's shit.
From one shed to another. And as I said, we'll have wee beer. We always have to have a wee beer. And one thing I have to do, say, when I'm painting, a wee beer settles the nerves. Sometimes when I go out in the mornings before I go to work to paint, or when I come in from work and I'm painting, you get nervous going to paint, so sometimes your hand be shaking. And when I sit in the evening, open a beer, this relaxes you a wee bit better. I think you paint better when you've had a beer and relax. Some people probably think the opposite. You have a beer, they'd be wonky, but
I've taken out a Friday night. My wife works till 9, so I'm in after 5. So Friday night's wine night, wine and painting. Sit here, listen to the radio.
Bit of music, and music is sort of, we try to keep music in the club, don't we? When we're playing, we always like to try and
that was
bit of music.
Paddy again. I just that idea.
Nice
of
influence.
Music when we're playing that same day.
And we have obviously we have a connection to the Undertones. Martin's uncle.
Oh,
Michael. Bradley is an Undertone, so we're elected. We're Undertones, aren't we? We're practically Undertones.
We're grace given for our theme song.
That's us.
Which is
we are
every Subbuteo player's favourite song, of course. My Perfect Cousin.
Well, you sure?
Positive.
Took the Prague away kit, no?
Shade.
What? You didn't actually say that, did you?
I didn't say that, no. But we know.
Oh, it's a great song.
No. There's only one Subbuteo song worth talking about.
My Perfect Cousin.
My Perfect
Got the album the other day.
Because he flicked the kick.
I got the 7-inch the other day. Came in the post.
And
that was Subbuteo Collector's fault. He put me on that. He watched one of his videos from 2 years ago, and he unboxed Subbuteo album sleeves, and one of them was Perfect Cousin, and then The Farm all together now. The German soldier, the soldier on the
business.
And then he bought another one. What did he buy? He bought something else. World in Motion album. The B side of the album's called Subbuteo.
Oh, is it?
It's something like that. Don't
very good.
Quote me on that, but so
if you go on the Spotify or Apple Music and type in Subbuteo, you'll get
all Subbuteo songs.
The Auteurs, your man the Auteurs is a song of Subbuteo Boys.
The song's called Subbuteo Boys.
The song's called the Subbuteo Boys. I believe it's just about
Subbuteo.
Well, we boys put the song to do, playing Subbuteo on the floor, you know.
Well, we all done it. We all started somewhere.
We all did.
Pitching the
look at us now.
On the carpet. And where you went. Stand 9 players.
That's it.
That's why all the old players are all fucking glued in. When you find all the old teams. Right, gonna wrap it up. A couple of photos of Martin's shed, and then we'll finish, and we'll be back next time you see me. We'll be back in my shed. So cheers, and thanks for housing me tonight.
Very welcome, always are.
Phone me a taxi.
Home from home.
Thanks. We just see the battery down.
Is the battery dead?
Or something.